All right, so let's get into 2024. What is the year of? The takeoff year. Okay, so welcome to the takeoff year. Now, why do you guys feel that we're ready for this moment here?
Things are going to start.
We worked very hard for it.
We have a strong foundation now.
We have a strong foundation. Love that word. And the market is a huge factor too. So one of the things that I like to call it the takeoff year, but let me see if I could do a better job than the last group.
I don't think we're all gonna fit in that plane.
It looks like a submarine.
What does the runway represent to you guys?
Our foundation.
Our foundation, okay. So the way I look at it is the runways are like our systems. So what type of systems do we have that are new, that we just built in 2023? The customer service tickets. Okay, we didn't even have that before.
The intermediate calls.
Intermediate calls. Okay, we didn't even have that before. We didn't know who was on the phones or anything like that. Okay, just 6 months ago.
So organized now.
Yeah, super.
It's getting there.
ITC, we didn't have ITC. Okay, that's a system. Just picking up phone calls. I think a lot of times what happens with a lot of businesses is that they get very ambitious and they try to take off before they're ready. Okay, and that's why so many businesses crash, because they don't have the foundation or the runway built out long enough or solid enough. You know, because we definitely can't take off if a customer calls us and we're not picking up calls. Compliance system. There's not a policy that we sell without the right pictures or signature missing. If you don't have these things set up, we're going to be crashing. Okay. Outbound call systems. We have the voicemail sales systems. We have all these new systems that we have in place now, and that's why we're getting ready to take off. And what do you guys think the plane represents?
The team.
The team. Okay, great. The team is the people. Okay, so what do we do? What type of work do we do?
Provide protection. We provide.
Sales. Okay, sales. Customer service. And once again, we can't take off unless we don't have motivated salespeople. We can't take off unless we have customer service taking care of our customers. Okay, some of the newer things that we have built out is also management too. Okay, with a few promotions like Laura and Mari, but the management is in charge of the vision. Okay, where we're going. Okay, we have compliance people now. Okay, we have marketing, and we also have enough fuel. Leads. Okay. To me, the fuel is the money. Okay, so a business to be able to fly needs money. And that's something that luckily we still have. Well, last year, in the last 7, 8 months, I don't look at it like I lost $300,000. I look at it like I spent that to build this and this. Okay, so I definitely feel like we paid our dues. The systems, the runway is in order, and then the people in the plane, we have our duties. So now we're able to build enough momentum because the runway has to be long enough. So we're not going to crash, and we're going to be actually taking off for takeoff. So I'm really excited for this year. We worked really hard to get to this point, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, and then here, another thing that I think Victoria mentioned is, where are we right now? Where were we last year?
Contraction. True.
We're going through it right now. So this is like any business, but last year we had a good year. There's a peak, and then the DOIs, saying you can't give out any rate increases, and new business, all the insurance companies want to shut down. So we definitely went this way right now. Okay, and every month it seemed like another thing. We kept on getting worse and worse and worse, and I think we're here. But what news did we get today?
Less waiting
19 days. 19-day waiting. Instead of
and rate
25.
increase.
When's the last time we got good news? Right? The fact that it's actually underwriting technically is loosening is a sign. So that shows me that it's because the DOI is finally giving out rate increases, is that the companies are also getting ready too. So we're actually right here, and so even though we could have the perfect system and the plane and stuff like that, but sometimes it does depend on what the market is doing, and the timing is right as well. And we're not in a situation where, things are starting to look right, let's start gearing up now. No, I was preparing for this moment for a very long time. And that's why I feel like we're ready too. Another thing I want to share with you guys is that once we have an expansion, okay, this is going to happen again. Okay, guys, so let's not pretend like this hard year is never going to happen again. It just happens over and over again. But what happens here is you keep going up like this and up like this because this is always going up. But what a lot of times, I just want to share with you guys, if you guys are new and developing your career in business and things like that, a lot of times when things get tough, this is when people actually start doing something else. So they'll go up again and then they'll go down again. And then it gets tough again. Instead of going through that one, they'll go try something else and they go this way all the way through. So I just want to share with you guys that resiliency and not giving up and sticking with your industry and being a master at your profession really pays off in the long run, because once this starts happening, people are going to be like, oh, people are making money in insurance. I want to do insurance too. And then they go this way and they're like, oh, no, insurance sucks. Let me do something else. They keep going this way. But the people who stick with their industry, really becomes great at their industry, are the ones that really ride the waves and know the timing and could time things so they could take off each and every time a cycle comes. So I'm very excited. 3 ways to get ready for takeoff. What's one thing that has to be right, you guys think? Keeping the runway solid, okay? So I want to talk to you guys about one thing that what we offer to our clients. What is that?
Box of love.
That's a ribbon. So this is what we sell. So this is insurance, okay, that we sell to our clients. And what do you guys think this is? That's a hand, by the way.
A microphone.
A microphone, thank you. Thank you.
You're doing great, Ed.
What does that represent?
Reminds me of hangman.
Our advertisement. That's right. Okay, so we have a product. First we have a product, and we have to advertise it, right, for people, or we have to at least, advertise it, basically. And then what does that lead to? Sales. Awesome. So we're doing good so far. But if the product is not good, what happens to the people? They're not happy. Why?
Water?
Okay, if the product is shit, then we have a bad reputation. Okay, so what's an example of a bad product for us?
Not picking up the call.
Not picking up calls. Okay, if they're late on payments, we're not calling them. Just not picking up calls. Like, we cannot advertise and be like, call us. We can sell you insurance. And then they buy it and they're like, we can't grow because they're going to just leave us. Just not a good way to build business. Okay, we're going to have a bad reputation, we're going to get bad reviews. Even if you sell them, they're going to lapse and we're going to get chargebacks. And if you don't have a good product, we're not going to go anywhere. So that's why I'm so obsessed with improving this so much, because once this improves, then this person turns into what? If this person is happy, these are all happy people here. And then what happens?
More money.
Now, once this starts happening, that's when we can go ham here. Because I know what's going to happen. Okay, but we can't go crazy here if this is happening. So all last year, I got really obsessed on the product. We're not going to go anywhere until we pick up calls, we have enough people, we have enough motivated people. We worked so hard to improve our product, and I finally feel like we're ready to get to a place where we can really build on what we have built so far. All right, guys, so thank you guys for taking care of the product. You guys are the product, okay? Now, how about you guys as a product? Now, let's look at it that way too, because just the way I'm obsessed about our product, I think it's important for us to look at ourselves as a product too. Okay, let's look at ourselves in the mirror and say, how can I improve? Okay, what skills do I need to gain? Is it consistency, dependability? Is it health, emotional stability? Is it just not getting sick, or sales skills? There's always something we got to improve. So I just want you guys to look at your guys' self and be like, I'm a product too, and I want it to be more valuable. What do I need to do that? So what do you guys think is the number one indicator when someone is born that people would determine this person will make a lot of money or not? It's actually a rating factor in auto insurance. Specifically what? Zip code. Based on where you're born, that determines how much money on average that person's going to make. We should be very grateful for our parents for bringing us here, because that drastically changed the future of our future generations. So that to me means that your surrounding is what a lot of times determines your success. So ready for takeoff? One thing we have to really make sure is we have a solid team who we surround ourselves with. And I feel like we did a great job on the plane here. We got rid of the losers, we got rid of the lazy people, we got rid of the quitters. We have people here that want to be here and want to win. And that is something that I very much value, especially for those of you guys who are putting up big numbers and very motivated, because that rubs off on other people. Okay, so I feel like we have a solid team here, and that is why I'm always looking at my team and always thinking, okay, who's really motivated, who's ready to take off with us? Because again, that's the indicator of if you're going to win or not, is who you surround yourself with. Same thing for outside your work. Okay, outside of work, who do you guys hang out with? Are they losers? Are they quitters? Okay, and also, your partners and your family members, are they on the same page? Do they share the same vision as you? Do they support you? Do they want you to see you win? So these are things that you guys don't need to always look out for as far as who's on your team outside of work too. And then the last thing we have to be ready for takeoff is what? So we have management here, okay, but what are these people looking at here?
The vision.
The vision.
Where we're going.
Thank you, Jamie. Yep. And that's why we did the whole vision board thing. Because to be able to take off, we need to know exactly where we're going. That is kind of my job. And our vision, like I shared with you guys last time, is different now. Okay, my vision used to be we want to be one of the top farmers insurance agents in the nation. Okay, we've done that already. Our vision is to compete now with the Adrianas and the Freeways. And we're going to do that by offering preferred products, non-standard stuff, also by being able to do everything over the phone and making it faster and easier for them. And leveraging technology.
And honest.
And honest, that's right. Doing the ethical way. Okay, thank you for adding that, Jenna. That's very important to me. So that's our vision. Okay, and we're going to become a very large agency, and we're going to compete with the biggest one of them all. So I just want to share with you guys that, because that's my job, is to know where we're going, and that's one of the first things that we need to be able to take off. And then what's your vision? And that's why we did the vision board exercise. I really enjoy that, to see what motivates you guys, see what you guys are chasing for. And just want to share with you guys that your vision is my vision. Okay, I want to see you guys win. And I look at that as my job, is to help you guys reach your visions. So keeps me really motivated to know what you guys are going after, and I'm going to do my very best to help you guys get there. To close this, I just want to share with you guys, 2023, as we saw the curve there, things were going down. And in December, with all the money that was, financial things that were happening, on the way home, late December, I just, called my mom, and we were just talking, and on my ride home from work, and she does the books here, so she kind of knows what's happening. And, I'm kind of down on myself because it wasn't that great of a year. And so what she told me is something I want to share with you guys. She said, you don't always have to be the best. I think I needed to hear that, because maybe the ambition level, I really want to do well. I really want to have a good year and just be one of the best. And I think that's, competitiveness. I see that in my kids too. But she said, you don't always have to be the best, but you always have to try your best. So when she said that, I was like, you know what? I fucking tried my best last year. I don't think I could have done anything more. I don't think I could have spent more money or worked as hard, or at least I know, I think what she meant to say is as long as your intent is good, if you're really trying to help people and you're trying to have a good product that you could be proud to offer people, and if you're at least trying your best, then that's all you can judge yourself on. Sometimes we focus too much on the result, but it's hey, are you a good person? Are you trying your best? Then I think that's, at the end of the day, I think we can live with that. And at the same time, I also thought well, I'm calling it a crappy year, but the stuff that I used to be on my vision board or my vision years ago, being a dad, specifically with boys, that was my vision. I don't know, having great teammates like you guys, having an office like this, these were on my vision board. So I'm just telling you guys, sometimes if you're in the middle of the fight, you feel you're the perspective is oh, this sucks, this is a struggle right now. But a lot of times if you look back, a lot of your visions are coming true already as we speak. I just want to leave that with you guys, okay? All I ask for you guys is let's try our best this year. Okay, let's see where things end up at the end of the year. But as long as we're trying our best, then we can feel good about ourselves. We worked pretty damn hard to get to where we are right now. So I'm ready to see our visions come true and see all of us take off this year. All right, let's get it.